Like, my man hit 250,000 views, and I know there's something about going viral, and he's gone viral a couple times, World Star and all that shit.
Lifetime views.
But those are the views over the past 2 years that you have turned it on.
So mind you, yes, because look, in my lifetime views, it's only 440,000. I haven't even had.
And you said you had it for 8 years. So over the past year,
Just
he's
the past
accumulated
year
half of your views.
Yep.
Think about that, nigga. Over the past year, you've accumulated half of your views, and you had your channel for 8 years. Yo, there's something to be spoken about going hard.
Yep.
Yo, there's something to be spoken about, and for all you people that don't got nothing to do in life, lacking for any second, if people are looking at you like crazy, you think about the Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige song. Taking out this time.
Yeah, was that? He's like one word, produce genes like sperm.
See what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, whole body that shit.
Yeah, that was when he was like
whole body that.
hungry.
that
He was really chilling.
but that's when he was lyrical Hove. Now he's lyrical miracle Hove.
He's more commercial.
Yeah, we on live on YouTube only. YouTube only. That's the link I sent you. Just put the link in.
Yep, I'm just sharing it right now.
Hey yo, to everybody that's that one viewer that just chimed into our bullshit. That's what's up, everybody. Podcast with Yo-Yos and fucking Fuma Mucho. We just getting more people in the building so we could curse them out. Yo-Yo's losing his lung in the back. You know what I mean? This is what we do.
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
You got it now?
Yeah, I got it now.
Finally. Fuck.
I got it now. I got it. I got it, Jimmy. Yo, Jimmy, I got it, Jimmy.
Blasting this shit out to everybody. Why I need
Damn, I love my Instagram.
What happened?
Just fucking thick bitches everywhere.
Why are you looking at this bitches, man?
Twitch. Link is right there. Link is right here. Yeah, not Twitter. Just the two. Just the two. Oh, YouTube. Just
Saying my dad, but he probably
Talking
sleeping.
shit right there. Talking the shit right there. That link. Click it right now. Right now. You can answer all the questions. If you got my number, hit me.
Look at this face.
Don't say nothing incriminating.
What?
Your face when I start talking shit. You're like, my God, this nigga done shut the fuck up.
You never do.
That's the point. That's how we gonna get rich out here, nigga.
Read the words.
YouTube, Twitch. Link is right there. Link is right here. Yeah,
I'm sending. Oh, I gotta send mine out too.
Oh, no, YouTube. Just the two. Be on the two talking the shit right
I just put it in the stories.
I got to put in our stories too.
Yeah, niggas are just gonna be looking in the stories.
You can answer all the questions.
Music, man. What the fuck is that shit?
If you got my number, hit me up. I'll put you on speaker and don't say nothing incriminating.
There you go. You just tag him.
It went up, right?
Yep, I see it. Just gotta. We live, baby. Yep.
Go into your YouTube. Oh, never mind, I'll do it.
What happened?
I gotta rename it.
These nuts.
No. Not gonna rename it These Nuts. I just forgot to put the body part in because I'm a little dyslexic. If you make fun of a nigga like me, it says too much about you, okay? Don't make fun of a nigga like me. It's not cool, all right? Mental problems are not things to be making fun of with people.
Always funny.
Shut up. Shut up. Nobody asked you.
You don't have to ask.
I don't care if you're here right now.
It's like when my I didn't ask you, but I'm just saying.
I don't care about your opinion. He don't count. That's my friend. Yo, if anybody wants to hit the chat up, feel free. We answer all your questions. Hit you up. We act like we're friends.
Tell us your darkest secrets.
Don't tell us any secrets. I'll check it out shortly after church. Hey, yo.
Oh yeah, that's my boy Jose. That's the one from last night that gave me the booking for that show in the nightclub in Chinatown in Queens.
Okay.
It was pretty dope. I mean, the show ran kind of late because they were just waiting for people to come, which is usually how Saturdays are. It's a lot of freaking waiting, which I hate.
I mean, but yo.
And there's only two of us. Not there was a lot of other people. It was just us two performing.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, you know what I'm saying? Like it's about having a different experience. You got to experience something totally different from what you're used to. You're used to performing for these, crowds that not only speak the same language that you speak, but for the most part, you being a yo-yo artist and shit like that, it's really punctual. You know what I'm saying? You get there at a certain time. They expect things from you. This is your job. Get it done. Sometimes there's something beautiful that happens when you can't call it though. You feel me? Like you didn't know you was gonna walk into a spot where, well, you kind of knew because of the promoter that maybe the people didn't speak English as well or as good, or maybe you know what I mean. Not that you kind of knew that, but at the same time, you didn't know that you was gonna wait 2.5 hours to perform.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that you were gonna have to fucking. You didn't know how to tell the DJ stop the music or bring it back. Like you, those are things you couldn't prepare for, but you still went through with the challenge. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot about you because you
Yeah.
could have just said, "Fuck that shit. I'm not even going."
Which I have done in the past. I have left shows like when they said, "Oh, you're gonna have this time slot," and then they skip over my time slot because they let other people ahead of me. And I
Absolutely.
just left, and then they'll be like, "I'll be home." And say, "Oh, did you leave?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Why?" I was like, "You know why?" Or I don't even respond because that's unprofessional. You don't do that. You don't do that. It's like if you're asking me to be part of it, especially if it's like an event you paid for, you think they would be more considerate of like the time you're supposed to go up or give you this like false thing like, oh, you're gonna be at this time and then it's a whole different time in the process. Like, no. If you tell me be there at 8:30 and I'm going up at 9, like don't push me like almost midnight.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, lesson learned, right?
That's
Lesson learned. That's all you could do about it. Now you know better. Introduce the pod, my brother.
So what's up, everybody? This is Richard Picasso.
Uh-huh.
I'm here with the one and only Mr. G out of character.
Hey, yo, talk to him.
We are
Talk to
live
him.
afterwards. I
Talk
think
to
the
him.
last time we were live was like almost 4 months ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago. We went live not too long ago.
It looked on the thing. It said like about 3-4
Oh.
months ago.
Well, we told y'all last pod that we were gonna start going live. So this is us keeping our word to you guys because we love you.
Yes, and
We love you. Nobody else. We
we want
love
to be
you.
more interactive with our audience. We don't want to just like post and think like we want to know who's watching pretty much in real time. I know it's Sunday. It's still
Niggas
church
are still
time.
waking
It's
up from the
10:50 a.m.
hangover. They're
They
still
get
waking
ready-
up from the
People
hangover.
get ready to go to church and all that stuff.
Go to church and cleanse themselves of all that dick they sucked last night. Yep.
What? What? Why you gotta bring that level of?
Yo, because that's why I really feel like people go to church sometimes to because they were wilding out over the weekend. They were wilding out over the week, and they think God could save them. You know what I'm saying? They legitimately be thinking like God could save me. If I go to church and I repent for my sins and I take this time out of my day, listen to this guy who touches little boys tell me how he's the message deliverer from Jesus Christ, right? Because we can't get this right nowhere. Is it God? Is it Jesus Christ? Which one is it, right? At least with the Catholicism, Christianity, it's all like a cloud. So I notice, since we're all sinners, right? I noticed that the
Even
biggest
saints are
sinners, Saints and Holla, Tales from the Script out right now. Go cop that on all DSPs. I got CDs and shirts available. But if we all sinners, right? The best place for the best sinners to try to feel absolved of their sins is God's house. That's why I think the most dottiest, rotten people go to church. How many people be in jail, caught a body and all this shit, and then they turn Muslim or something? Now they God goers. But after you caught the body and you're in jail and you're convicted, now you a God goer?
Like how you a God goer? I mean, the ones that are God goers in jail. I never really understood that. It's
I
like
do.
If you're serving,
I
like,
do.
If you're serving like a life sentence,
No, I do. I do because, well, especially if you're serving a life sentence. You in jail, you got nothing but time with yourself, and the walls talk, and I can believe that your brain will do things to you to make you feel like almost like that dying feeling. They say when you're about to die, or when everything that you ever did in life comes to right at you when you're about to die, it just comes right at you full speed. And I think that when you're in jail, my nigga, that's like purgatory. You know what purgatory is? It's the
Yeah,
place
the
between
middle
heaven and hell.
ground.
I think that's what jail is like, purgatory. So I
in
can,
purgatory?
Are we in purgatory? No, you're living. We're living. I don't give a fuck what people say. Like DMX used to have that quote. What was the quote, Rich? They say to live is to suffer. To survive, well, that's to find meaning in the suffering. We're alive. Whether it's suffering, whether it's hardship, we're very much alive. We're not in purgatory. This ain't the gap between heaven and hell. I think this is life. This is life. You know what I mean? So when I see niggas in jail that decide to be turned, believe in a God, I think that's because, yeah, B, like there's nothing else. You want to think that if I'm gonna die and there is a place to go after I die, I want to go to heaven. I want to go to what we've been told is heaven, because all that shit is just what we've been told. So if there is a place where souls go after they're dead, hell yeah, B, You in jail by yourself? Hell yeah, B. You're gonna try every which way to read every scripture you can, do whatever you can to go ahead and get closer to your God. I could get jail niggas. I can't understand outside people sometimes.
Because they have no reason because they're free.
Well, it's just like I said. The worst sinners go to church. Look, come on, son. You know about that graveyard in like Mexico or Colombia with all the drug dealers, all the
No,
dead.
there's a graveyard.
There's a graveyard with all the famous, richest drug dealers that were ever known to our. There's a graveyard. They have gold tombstones and gold temples there, gold guns. People, you can't touch them. You get killed.
The 007 gun.
Like it's crazy. Let me find the name of the graveyard. Here, talk them up.
Gold.
It's a gold
Is it
graveyard.
like
nigga.
is it like the 007 gun?
It's a they have guns with their names on it, engravings on it, just mad shit on it, and those people, think about it, they're buried in a graveyard. To be buried in a graveyard would mean what? You want to be closer to your God, right? And recognize that this is they're following some type of status or some type of like written law to says if you get buried with a tombstone and shit, there's a chance you might go see heaven or God. So these niggas are all drug dealers and killers buried in a graveyard. Where's the? You know what I'm saying?
In perfect harmony.
And that's why I tell you, I think the people that go to church are the biggest sinners in the world. Just my opinion. How was your week, yo-yos?
My week was okay. Pretty long day at work. You know, work is usually the usual. That's work. I had a show. I had two shows on Saturday. One got canceled because of the
It's
rain.
called the Sinaloa Cemetery.
Sinaloa. Like the Sinaloa
Cartel. The Sinaloa Cemetery. Look that up, my nigga. They all got fucking. There's millions of dollars in a graveyard from drug dealers. It's crazy, son.
Damn.
Crazy. This is the world we live in, though.
The world.
Especially when the Knicks are gone and out of the fucking playoffs. This is a sad world we live in, y'all.
Well, Lakers lost last night too.
Lakers lost last night too, man. What the fuck is going on?
0.
Yo, but if anybody could come back from an 0-3 deficit, it would be a LeBron caliber status. But that's impossible. The Denver, in my opinion, they're just too on right now. Jamal Murray, if it wasn't for him being hurt the last several years, Denver would have been contenders those years too. And Jokic, he's unstoppable in the paint, man. Like, fuck you because you fucked up my parlay last night. All you had to do was score fucking 25 points. You couldn't do that, you bitch ass nigga. But yo, they're a great team. Denver's been a great team, and they're young. That's the thing, that they're young. I think that's why when it comes to these third and fourth quarters that they're turning the fuck up, and it's hard to deny that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to deny that type of power. Like, I saw UFC last night, and age really plays a difference into athletes. They say that the prime athlete is at age like 35, 36, 34. You know what I mean? That's the prime. Even 30, 35. That's the prime. After 35, it gets a little weary for athletes. You know, and I be feeling bad when I see boxers. Like when I saw Vitor Belfort fight Evander Holyfield. I felt so bad for Evander. He's 60 years old. What are you doing? What are you doing taking those shots to the head? What are you doing
Did he
that?
just quit boxing like only 3-4 years ago?
Who, Evander?
Yeah.
No, Evander, I think he just came back for the money grab. That was just a money grab. And that's another thing, too. It must be a sick game we play, right? When you know that if you step out onto that stage, you get X amount of dollars. The minute I step on that stage, I get X amount of dollars. But my health is declining. But I'm old. But I got a drug addiction. Like, did you see the Elvis Presley movie?
No.
You got to make it your business to see the Elvis Presley movie.
With Austin Butler.
Oh man, just the way that they ragtagged this man's career at the end of it. And due to the fact that he was so heavily medicated and just not all there mentally, that was possible for them to do that to him. Yo, Elvis fell apart during his last years performing. Completely fell apart. You want to do karate? Like, yo, he completely fell apart. I felt so bad seeing that. And it's because the Colonel, in the movie, they depict that the Colonel had a casino debt. Casino manager was opening a new casino and said, yo, I'll clear all your debts, but you got to have Elvis come open for me for the next weeks. So they was running Elvis 3-a-day shows for weeks on end. And when Elvis was all fucked up and in shock, they would just hit that nigga with drugs. Nigga, go out there, go perform. Go perform. He was literally a performing monkey, and his drugs were the fuel for him. That's like that's crazy when you're worth something. I saw the movie. Think about like you seen the movie The Wrestler?
Yes. But Mickey Rourke.
Remember towards the end of the movie where the doctor's like, nigga, you got a broken this, you got a broken that, your brain is this, your this is that, your this is that. And he had to take that payday. He had to go do that last fight to get that. It says something about athletes, my nigga. For right or for wrong, they truly are warriors.
It's like actual wrestlers too. They get
Oh, yeah, of course. They work 365 days a year. I think they get a week off.
because they're independent contractors. They're not signed.
Oh, they're all got LLCs?
I don't know if all of them got LLCs, but they're not signed directly with the
I never
WWE
knew
signed
that.
them as contractors.
Only
don't get
champions
health insurance?
probably have contracts.
Not even them. Only the big names. They get bigger pay because they're the superstars, but they're still independent contractors.
I didn't know that.
They don't got health insurance. They don't got.
I didn't know that.
Yep, they don't got none of that.
WD don't take care of them. They hurt them. Let me read this. This
Even-
bullshit.
No, it's true. They're independent contractors. Why you think most of them be dead? And, like after taking up all these drugs and medication, there's no health coverage for that. They're trying. They're in their peak physical condition because of all the drugs they get fueled and die by like 40s and 50s and stuff. All my favorite wrestlers are mostly dead.
All right. Though they are contractually bounded by the WWE, which can dictate whether or not their talent can make appearances, they're still classified as independent. Wow, that's trash. Yo, Vince, you're trash. Even though you're not there no more, but you're trash.
It's the only reason he left. He had all those like actual allegations.
All right. So UFC bought WWE.
Okay.
The mother company bought WWE. So now it's like a great out for these UFC stars that truly can't fight no more for real. I'm not taking nothing away from the fake wrestling. I'm not. I love that shit. Not no more.
I saw The Rock.
Yeah,
with
like
the people's elbow.
I'm never gonna.
And the guy pretending.
I'll never insult them niggas, B, because
Oh no.
they will slap the
talent.
shit out of you. They will fuck you up, and that's a talent to get beaten up and thrown around the ring.
And to have longevity, like being like John Cena or being The Rock or being Stone Cold.
Even doing that and branching off.
Yep.
Even doing that and branching off.
Look at The Rock. He made a whole entire career after wrestling.
Well, The Rock is The Rock for president 20 whatever year.
You want The Rock to be the president?
Nah, he's a dum dum. I'll be honest. I was doing a lot. I saw that clip that I
I think
made.
he's more for the people. He's not for the country. If that makes sense. Like he knows how to like touch people's hearts, like be inspirational. You know.
I even think that's fickle. I think that's something that's an image that came across due to him being an entertainer, due to being a wrestler, due to being an actor,
you do enough appearances.
You do enough appearance. You're
You're
gonna, at some point, it becomes you. That's cool. But when I hear a person like Rogan speak, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. You know, you have to, in order to know people, you got to deal with people. And I'm not talking about on a movie set, and I'm not talking about as a movie star. I'm talking about being yourself as an actual person and dealing with people on that type of level, and not just dealing with people in your type of like realm. You know, we're entertainers, but we don't only fuck with entertainers. You know what I mean? We mess with actual people that are alive and kicking and chilling and doing things for themselves. That we got tax attorneys as friends. You know what I mean? They may not be entertainers, but that's the world you got to surround yourself with. And in my opinion, Rogan is a person that has, I don't even have to say opinion, 1,600 episodes later. He's been around with almost every type of character of person that you can fucking, and then he gets bashed for his opinions. Ivermectin, all this shit, he gets bashed. He gets bashed, you know? Yo, but that shit has been saving lives for forever. That's why I find it crazy, you know, like, and that's my point. It'd be a person like that. Like, what they need to do, though, we talk about it all the time, nigga. They just need to get rid of everybody. You seen that shit in the paper, the 89-year-old or the 92-year-old Democrat? That they asked her, how's her recovery going from the hospital? And the bitch was like, I was never in the hospital. She don't remember she was in the hospital?
God, this gotta be.
She don't remember she was in the hospital?
I'm for age limits in Congress. You can't be almost a century old knowing how the country works, because the country that we had, it's not your time anymore. If that makes sense. Like,
Yo, what up, Measure? Last Measure said, what up, my niggas?
What's up, Last Measure? What's up, man? But you can't be almost pushing 100 thinking that the country, you know how to run this country at this point, because it's a different generation, it's a different time, a lot of different things have evolved. Like, give a 100-year-old iPad, they're gonna look at it like it's like technology from 3045. They're gonna be scared. Someone won't even touch it. They'll be like, they'll look at this phone. I remember getting my grandma. I tried unlocking her phone for her. Mind you, my grandma's 82 years old. Mind you, all she had to do was just swipe to unlock it, and she's going like this while the phone is black. She said, "My phone's not working. It's black like this," and she's like going like this. Why is it not turning on? And I went like this, and it came on, and then I was like, "All right, but how do I open it
I'll
when it
double
goes
down,
to the home
bro.
screen?"
I'll double down on what you're saying. What about old people that drive? What about people that are like 67 getting...
Evil Knievel did it.
Nigga, when you oh, that was good. That was good. Good, you. No, but imagine, and that's good because that nigga broke every bone in his body 4 times. But imagine, son, you get to a Walgreens parking lot, right? And this guy's driving a fucking 2023 Mercedes Benz, and he gets out the car like this. And he gets out the car. He can't even stand straight. And then to get back in his car, he gotta open his door first. Sit his caboose down and then turn his legs to get. Imagine that nigga driving on the road with you. You're both on the highway doing 60, and he's like this. B, look, because he can't see over
Oh
the
yeah, I
fuck.
see that.
Yo, he can't see over the steering wheel.
I love.
What the fuck is that?
I love my.
Like, how do people drive? How do insurance companies approve of these people driving these vehicles?
I love my job for the fact that we have a median in our breezeway. It's like a breezeway where you could go in and out. Mm-hmm. There's a median in the center. For the most part, about at least 95%,
People hit the median.
they hit the median.
Yup.
Because it's right here. You come in and you got to turn right.
Old people can't see that shit, my nigga.
It's mostly old people.
Old people can't see that shit, my
Not
nigga.
only will they hit the median, they'll drive on the median. And then
Silencer said, "What up, my G?"
What's up, Silencer? What's good, bro? Shout out to Silencer. Shout out to everybody in the chat. And it's like, it's
Nigga, I sent
pretty
it
cool.
out. I sent it to Summer Vibe. Yo, I'm telling
Yo,
you.
if you're in the live, share it,
I'm in.
man.
Yo, yeah, and if anybody here, share it to your homies if niggas want to be
Share it to your
entertained while I talk
mom,
shit.
Share it to your girl. Share it to
And not to
whoever.
leave what you were saying, but I just did a couple podcasts on Stop Your Shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I spoke about that specific thing where I'm just noticing, because I'm working so hard and doing such good work, and I'm so enthusiastic about my work, mad people have just been also feeling the same way. Feel me?
Yes.
They're also ready to work. Call Yo-Yo's this morning. I think I texted him at like 5 this morning. Yo, get me by 9 so we can shoot these videos.
I'm like,
Nigga said, what?
I was like, go to sleep.
Like, after this, I got a pot to shoot with my man Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, I got a video to shoot with Stilo. You know what I'm saying? I got to meet my man Train somewhere in between there to get some shirts done and shit. Like, I've been putting in such good work lately, and I think that the reflection is when niggas is in the chat.
Yeah.
When niggas is fucking with us. Yeah, he said, what up, Piggy? Silencer said, what up, Piggy? And when niggas fuck with us, when niggas be like, yo, what they doing next? What they doing next? Like, I love that shit.
I got 2 little mini stories, actually.
All right, go.
It's a little fandom. It's pretty funny. One of them is funny, and the other one was just like, oh, okay, it's pretty cool. My mother, God bless her soul, I don't know who passed, but my mother went to a funeral with my father
Uh-huh.
at night,
Uh-huh.
like on Friday.
Friend? What kind of funeral?
Like I think.
You
one
know,
of her friends
I love
passed.
my friend because this nigga said I got 2 things to say, and then one of them is funny, the other one's okay. I'm gonna start with the funeral one. I don't know which one's funny though.
I mean, it's like what came about it was like interesting because my mother has a cousin that lives in Seattle.
Okay.
She pulled up to the funeral.
Is it really sleepless over there,
I
or
don't
is that
know.
just a movie?
I've never been to Seattle. I don't know what's there. Cause has a brother in
I heard
Seattle.
it rains a lot.
It does. It's
I
dark.
heard the people are very sad in Seattle because it rains
And
all the
it's
time.
dark.
Shout out to Ken Griffey. That's the best thing out of Seattle.
He's from Seattle?
Well, he played on the Mariners.
Did he play at the Reds too?
Well, I know he was famous for the Mariners. That's when I was playing baseball games.
Oh.
Now I find baseball games to be utterly fucking boring.
Yes. It comes a little repetitive.
All right, so
after a
go.
while.
You was in Seattle. Go.
I know she's from Seattle. She came to visit, I guess, like a loved one of theirs. They both know passed.
Okay.
And this is my mother's 3rd cousin.
Okay.
And she asked, like, "Oh, where's your son?" And I'm like, I was like, "My son's not here. He's home." And she's like, "Oh, her son, my mother's 3rd cousin. Says, oh, my son absolutely loves your son." And he's like thinking that like, "Oh, are we related to him?" Because I watch all his yo-yo videos. I share his yo-yo videos.
You're not related
like
to him.
crazy. But he's our 3rd cousin, so it's like
That you're still related to him.
it's like once removed type thing.
Put it this way: if it went one more year, and he had a sister, you might be able to hit it.
Why you gotta think on?
I
That
went out
level.
with a chick. I went out with a chick that her parents are fourth generation cousins.
Yes, you did say that before.
You know what I'm saying? So I know it's possible for people to, over the time and over years, just get lost, but still fuck with the same people, but never really ask. And then one day, you got your dick, you bring somebody to a barbecue, and then she goes, Nana Lucy? And you're like, Nana
Huh?
Lucy, bitch, that's my fucking. And then you're like,
Girlfriend.
no! And they already been fucking for years, so what you gonna do now?
It's like Euro trip. You ever
Yeah, your trip was bad.
make it out? It's like,
That's nasty.
ah!
That's nasty.
So
That's
you made
nasty.
out with your sister.
Yeah, niggas
man.
that be kissing cousins and kissing brothers. And I said it happens. I ain't say it was all right.
But imagine the kid's like 14 years old and he like likes all my stuff. It's pretty interesting. And he's hoping like
Nah,
in his
but
heart
you
we're
because you
related.
inspire him though. He wants to feel. He wants to feel like he sees you do all those amazing things, and it'd be cool to have a little bit of that blood in me. That's what he feels like. Yo, bro, I see Ari and I feel like that. I'm like, yo, he got Serrano. That's my last name too. He got to be related to me somewhere.
Oh, yeah, for real. Like he was just doing something for Jägermeister and Kid Super. He went to like an exclusive party.
Ari is a. I'm and not to cut you off on your story, but I appreciated you bringing him up here because from the moment that he said this was my first podcast to where his fitted came off and he actually started opening up and his voice got deeper. You saw a person's evolution in that moment where he can be so far ahead of the curb from us with fashion. You can tell what we do here and the skills he don't possess these just yet. Feel me? So it was great that you brought him here because he is so past his time and head with what he does. At the same time, bringing him here, we turn people into we humble people when we bring them on a platform. I've been humbling people for years, ever since I started podcasting, because you make people think they know it all and are ready to go in and ready to go. That shit's a talent and a skill to be able to talk. And not only that, not only ask the questions, but ask the right questions. Have the proper conversation where somebody isn't uncomfortable and become more clammed up. You know what I mean? You want somebody to
Like,
take off the shoe, take off the tie.
We're both like, yo, what's wrong, man? You can say whatever you want. But like, if I ask you like a question, it ain't gonna be like no super. We're not trying to like go into the sarcophagus of your mind and pull something out.
Unless you let us though.
Unless you like, we'll talk surface though. Like, hey,
like,
how
look-
was your day?
Look at JK. Look at JK. JK
Shout
was
out
so
to JK.
shout out to JK. JK was so open with what she wanted to talk, what not even what she wanted to, with what we were asking her, and she was willing to even get even deeper. So we treaded easy, but we kept pushing the bar. See, if a person's willing to open up to you, we're not gonna. I won't deny it. I don't think you will. We don't deny that. We got open arms. We like to hear other sides of people's stories because I know I got some shit fucked up in my head. So whenever I hear somebody too got something fucked up in their head, it makes me feel like we're kindred spirits and the rest of the world is okay. Like because people walk around. Social media has created this stigma that everything is normal and okay in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be money, buying a new car, whether it be you got this many followers, it's this facade that people see you on the internet and think shit is Gucci with your life. In these opportunities, in these moments, these gray areas, this is where you're allowed to go ahead and expose the true self, what you wish to expose. And if you don't, then don't. Come on, our heroes. Prince didn't do interviews like that. Jackson didn't do
He was
interviews.
very against like
A lot of niggas, our heroes, didn't do interviews like that because they obviously knew that wasn't something that they needed. One, two, that wasn't something they were good at. But for the people in the 2023 era, yo, son, if you are just that good of an artist that you don't ever have to talk about your opinion on things, yo, hey, more compliments to you. Big salute. But the fact of the matter is that in this era, everybody wants to know everything about everybody. And talking and podcasting and shit, that's the way you do it. Showing off your cars and your nice house, that's not the way you do it. Nobody sees your true self. And then it sets up for failure. It's like, I know we could give a fuck less about a hater, but it doesn't mean you want to obtain them. I don't want to obtain a hater. Because it's like that love and respect conversation. Your hater will love and respect you. I don't want one of those. I don't want a hater.
It's like the enemy of the enemy is my friend.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I don't want a hater.
No,
I'll take the enemy of the enemy.
it's like if like, we might hate each other, but we got the same common enemy. We both hate. Hey,
We don't have to hate each other.
We don't have to hate each other right now. For now, look, let's get this. Let's get this.
That's why Nori got the formula, smoke, and the drink. Yo, Nori's not stupid. I had this conversation about it before. Like, that's the way you get into people. Come on, when I did Everything Is Okay pod, what did I do? I got every single person fucked up, high, and drunk in that studio because
Which one I was part of?
what?
I was part of Everything's Okay. For
Yeah,
my
but you
first
did. Yeah,
initial podcast.
you was part of my first or second. I think you're my first or second podcast on What's Up Everybody is Okay. It's either first or second. I'm confusing the one and adding a zero, or you're 10. But you're one of my first like 10s, and it's sick because you and I didn't know each other the way we know each other now. So I'm kind of curious.
Since like 2016.
We knew of each other.
We knew of
I
each
knew
other,
you
but we
yo-yo.
never
You knew I
associated.
rapped.
Yep.
But we were associates.
Yep.
But the way we know each other now, my nigga, like I point shit out for you and you point shit out for me. Like we just had a whole fucking 45-minute convo, and I don't talk to niggas for 45 minutes. I talked to only a couple people for 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Like we had a whole convo this morning where you were trying to be a friend to me and trying to tell me like, gee, maybe you burning yourself out. Like maybe you burning yourself out. You got your hand in all these things. You're doing so much work. Every time I talk to you, you're always fucking bitching about something. Maybe you burning yourself out. And I'm so happy that you just not only noticed that within me as a friend, but also that you pointed it out to me and gave me opportunity to explain myself. Like Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, asked the Hulk like, yo, how you prevent from like getting mad and shit? How you don't go green? Nigga, I'm always mad, and then fucking turn to the Hulk and shit. That's me. How do I don't pull my hair out and go crazy over having so much work to do? It's because I don't have kids. Not. I got stepkids. The difference. I don't have kids. I ain't birth them. I don't feel what you parents feel. What mom and dad feels about having a kid out of the vagina and the penis, I don't feel. You dig? I don't have that feeling. I don't have a fucking hedge fund or a fucking billionaire mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing to fall back on over here. So the way a nigga gotta work, the way a person gotta get his work done is by always doing his work and staying progressive on it. Because nobody's gonna get the work done for us. We don't have it easy over here. This shit is not simpleton. This is not simpletonville. This shit is super complicated at all times. And it's up to us to always figure it out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna do it for us. And that's why like, when you say I'm crazy and I'm like, hell yeah. I love being crazy.
You love it.
I love being crazy. I love that everybody look at me like I'm a fucking nut job.
Oh, and before, cause I know I'm probably gonna forget to say it,
Go ahead,
but
holla at him.
I do want to say thank you. We finally hit over 1,000 subscribers on
Holla at
the
'em.
channel.
Holla at him.
So I want to give that appreciation to everybody that's been a part of the journey. I've had this YouTube channel for like 8 years, so that this like small miles. It's small.
Nigga,
it's like
over
a
the
drop in
past,
bucket.
I want you to open your analytics. I want you to open your analytics, and I want you to look everything from 1 year ago, because I know you look at it daily. But open your analytics and drag that little mouse thing to be 1 year ago, because just 2 years ago it wasn't like that, and you know it. It's over the past 2 years, son, that you've been killing it as a fucking artist.
Just been trying to.
Do you know how to get to it? YouTube Studio.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube Studio.
YouTube Studio.
Go to dashboard content analytics. There you go.
Analytics, and now you can look for the past like 6 years, 7 months. You can look.
It says overview of the past.
Overview.
days.
Yup, there you go.
That's 28 days.
No, go past that. Go overview the past 365.
That's how you get there.
There should be a tab at the top.
That's a notification.
Let me see. I'll find it right now. Find it right now. My bad, Dead Space, guys.
Dead Space.
I just want the point to be proven to you. Oh, right here. Look.
Yeah.
Look, when you go to analytics, you
Yeah.
press views, and you go to that one, 28 days, and then you go back.
Wait. You go to
Views.
views. Okay.
All right, now from there in top left corner, that tab.
Oh, okay.
There you go, papi.
Let's see. Past what? Last year, 3.
Yeah, nigga, look at your 365 analytics. They're off the fucking meter.
120%. That's 234,000 views.
Nigga, are you kidding me? Like, yeah, you have 234,000 views over the. My man, yo, do you guys understand? Like, my man hit 250,000 views, and I know there's something about going viral, and he's gone viral a couple times, World Star and all that shit.
Lifetime views.
But those are the views over the past 2 years that you have turned it on.
So mind you, yes, because look, in my lifetime views, it's only 440,000. I haven't even had.
And you said you had it for 8 years. So over the past year,
Just
he's
the past
accumulated
year alone.
half of your views.
Yep.
Think about that, nigga. Over the past year, you've accumulated half of your views and you had your channel for 8 years. Yo, there's something to be spoken about going hard.
Yep.
Yo, there's something to be spoken about. And for all you people that don't got nothing to do in life, lacking for any second, if people are looking at you like crazy, you think about the Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige song. Taking out this time.
Yeah, was that? He's like one word produce genes like sperm.
See what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, whole body that
That's,
shit.
Yeah, that was when he was like
Whole
he
body
was
that
hungry.
that-
He was really chilling.
But that's when he was lyrical Hove. Now he's lyrical miracle Hove.
He's more commercial.
Yeah, he's lyrical miracle Hove. It's weird. He's weird. Like I don't like his God did verse.
No, the goddamn verse is trash.
Yeah. But I was saying, all you people that got like some shit with y'all, and people look at you like you crazy because of you following your dream. As long as you go hard at it every day, as long as you work at it every day, you take a chip off the block. You appreciate the relationships from the people around you. Like I told Yo-Yo today, like I know on one side of it, it looks like I'm doing a lot, but on the other side of it, I take more than I'm being received with. Because what I take from all these situations is I'm just getting better. You guys force me, these situations force me to figure out my problems. I have to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to figure out how to record somebody. You have to figure out how to make.
Yeah, I gave you praise for that. I give you praise for that. Like the last conversation.
Yeah, I got
everything that you do.
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing a stop your shit on you. I saved your voice note. I had to screen record it because I can't save voice notes for some reason. It don't
Can't
let me.
say voice note in the voice note.
No, I can't hold it down and save it. It don't let me save it. So I had to screen record it.
Oh yeah, screen. Yeah,
And I
did this a couple times.
I screen recorded your message because the message that you gave me was just, it's like, you know what I mean? Yo, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with
Okay,
you?
I'm not beating.
Yeah,
you.
but that's what it feels like to me though. That's how I hear it. I hear it like that. Whenever somebody reprimands me or puts me in my place or something that I'm not noticing about myself, it feels like y'all niggas are punching me in the head. In a good way though. Like I'd rather get slapped around by my big brothers. I'd rather get slapped around by my big brothers and them niggas big brother me to correct me than get slapped around by the rest of the world and the rest of the world don't tell you how to do it. You know what the world does? They kick you when you're down and then they say, get back the fuck up, do something.
And then kick you in the dick.
You know what your homies do? Your homies tell you, yo, son, let me help you up. You know what your homies do? Your homies extend their hand out. And that's why I say I appreciate fucking with everybody I'm fucking with because these niggas are going ahead and making me a fucking goat. I'm becoming a baby goat right now, bro. Without the horns. I just don't got the horns yet.
Is there a name for a baby goat?
I don't know. Should we
Like
find
you
it?
know, like a cow, a baby's a calf.
Yo, Rich is nice rapping and doing yo-yos at the same time. Last match a compliment to you.
Oh,
People.
That's
Yo,
just always been.
yo, last match is a goat, so I love this nigga
Friend
Magic.
of the show. He's been on the pod before. He's freaking dope with Leo, right? With Leo and.
Yo, I don't have to say it in the chat. Yo, Magic, I got this nigga right now getting developed on rapping and yo-yoing at the same time. I've been on his ass. I know he's done it before, but I've been big pause. I've been on him lately. I've been on him lately. You know what I mean? Like I truly know that to where there's a whole bunch of yo-yo people in the world that have totally different skills and all great at XYZ. I know there's a whole bunch of rappers in the world. Cause God knows he's my competition, right? That's how it's supposed to be. But yo, there is no ninja in the world that is yo-yo and rapping at the same time. And that's what I see for him. Like I truly see that shit for him. He's truly a monster with it. Now he got to put it together. Once he puts it together, there's no stopping his lane. Because you know what's good about your lane? It's really hard to, unless somebody is already rapping, unless somebody is already yo-yoing, for a person to go and say, yo, I'm going to try to rap and yo-yo. Nah. You got an advantage, nigga. You more than ahead. They not gonna. It's just like Stilo. Stilo pointed out a very valid thing. Yo, he's like, yo, you see the dude Whoop-dee? Yo, he did that shit after my music was out. I was already 700,000 views in, and he put that out. You gonna tell me he didn't see that? Of course he did. But nobody's doing it the way he do it. That's why he gets his praise. Nobody's gonna be able to do what you do. That's the difference. They're not gonna be able to replicate that, B. And I guarantee they won't be as good as rappers because if they can't replicate it, in my opinion, your influences, who you got your skill from, who you look up to, who your heroes aren't their heroes. I would love to see a nigga do some drill music or trap music while he yo-yos. Look at his face.
I don't think they can. And
Right?
Because it's what I've learned in my lifetime, especially when it comes to doing all these showcases, there's always some type of like ego when it comes to something that's different. So it's like when I come along and start doing the yo-yoing, and then I start rapping, they might be mind blown by the yo-yo, but there's always some type of like jealousy with it because it's like, oh damn, that shit's fire. Why can't I kind of do something like that out of my realm besides rapping? Because it's usually a lot of these showcases, and it's always like some dude that's just like wearing dreads or just wearing shades in the club, has all their dudes. They do their performance. They don't mingle with anybody. They don't try to like network or build any relationship, and then they just walk out.
And those are parts that you need, correct, yo-yos?
But when it comes to the yo-yo aspect, it's just freaking, for the most part, just nerds that just like love. It's like the Dungeons and Dragons of like talent, because we all just like want to learn. We all want to build. There's no type of ego. It's just all about having fun. And, like inherently, yo-yo is just supposed to be something that's fun. Nobody, like if you give like a hood dude a yo-yo, they're gonna get mad at a certain point. Like yo, like F the don't want to
I've seen you humble hood dudes though. Nigga, how many? Remember we did that show? Me and Quest performed actually. It was what's her name?
We were for a girl.
It was a female. You came to see me and Quest perform. We was in the basement.
Oh, Clarity.
Clarity, boom. So we was at Clarity show. Me and Quest performed, basement, awesome show. Shout out to Clarity. She got an awesome voice, great singer, beautiful woman. Mwah. Outside there was hood niggas.
Yep.
Outside there was hood
It was
niggas.
like about 5 hood niggas.
5 hood niggas. Yo, you humbled all of them. All their hood conversations about this, that, and the third, and block work and all this. Nigga, you came outside and show you yo-yo and those like, yo, my nigga.
One of them wanted to try to be my manager.
One of them tried to be his manager. Yo, I love hood niggas.
Nope, I'm
I love
good.
hood niggas. Yo, this Donald Trump, by the way.
And then he felt some type, then he felt some type of way why they wanted to be my manager. You didn't see him? He was like, yo, well, why not? I'm like, nigga, one, I don't know you too. Just because you say you.
But you know what's sick? He would definitely Suge Knight you. He
You
would.
look like a shit night.
He would have found you.
I already got bad vibes from him. I was like, nope. I do this by myself. He said, go. Like, I know people. What are you trying to say? And, like he trying to, like, look like he was sizing me up because I didn't want him to manage me. Like, dude, I don't know you. Never met you in my life. I don't know what type of people you know. I don't care what people you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the humble part, like, when it comes to the yo-yo aspect, because I yo-yo for fun. I don't yo-yo for, like, to try to, like, get the cloud and all that stuff. I just present my talents, and then I just see where it goes. I don't care about like so much like the metrics or the analytics of people like
How they judge you when
how
you're
they judge-
doing it.
Yeah, I don't care what you like. I'm not doing it for you. I'm not like he saw dollar signs. I didn't see that.
See, boom. You yo-yo because of how you make people feel, and you matter of fact you yo-yo not only because of that, but to show off your talent and skills. If you fuck up, it's not something you harp on. You know why? Because of who you're performing for. Half of these people that watching you perform, they can't fucking do what you do. And people that can do what you do can respect your fuck up. Because if they yo-yo like you, they fuck up too. Feel me? So it being in that zone where that nigga, it's not like being an artist and doing your rap and shit. When you go rap and you're on stage and your set is fucked up, that crowd lets you know your set's fucked up. Sometimes your set could be fucking awesome. Magic, off the wall. You hit every ball. You was bouncing up and down. You had wireless mics. You was in the crowd. And the crowd still don't give you no attention. The crowd still sitting like, You know what I'm saying? And see, you say you don't care about the analytics, how they feel while you're yo-yoing, and that's because you truly do it for you. On that stage, I know we do it for us as artists, but at the same time, there's a piece of us right there that would really enjoy to make people feel something in the crowd off of our song. And when it's not felt, we feel that. And when it goes the same thing for like comedians. They talk about bombing so bad. You know what I mean? I hear the greats talk about their bombs. Y'all bombed the other night in Seattle. It was raining too much. Nah, you know, like they talk about their bombs, and it's them that goes ahead and breaks it down what they have to do. Whole crowd felt it. Whole crowd felt when you bombed.
Yep.
Whole crowd, you know, at least you as an older,
like,
at least you're in your own lane, bro.
They're doing a mannequin challenge.
That's why I say he could have shooked you. He could have shook Knight you because
that's why I got.
he would have got you mad shows, but he would have took 80% as your manager.
And like, nah, for most of my, actually not even most, all of my music and yo-yoing, I never had a manager. Everything I just did myself.
Mm-hmm.
I found my own shows. I booked myself places. like I pay everything's out of pocket. I have my own merch, my own yo-yos, my own the cameras, everything. Like nobody's giving me funding for this, and I felt like being homegrown. There's a lot more like value when it's like something you did for yourself.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. When you didn't have to fucking outsource,
Yep.
and when you don't
I didn't
got
have to rely on sponsorships. I didn't have to rely on freaking like deals or like making
like the best thing that
negotiations
you
and stuff.
had, like the best thing that you ever had was that you ever had, because now you're a grown man, so you do your best to be independent. But the best thing you ever had was a good beginning. A good start means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like a good start means a lot. But what you do with your good start, you can either take that silver spoon and shove it up your ass, or you could take that silver spoon and shove it up somebody else's ass. You understand? Like there's only two ways to go about it. So it's either you fuck yourself or you fuck somebody else. You choose honestly to fuck everybody else. You don't go ahead and sit there with all your money and all your time and just blow it, fuck it. You like, nah, nigga, I'm put this shit to work. Like right now, after we done podcasting, we got 2 videos to shoot. I'm gonna shoot one for him. I'm gonna shoot one for me. This is this work. Like we can't help. Like I don't know about you, but I can't help the fact that, like I said, I just want to feel like I'm valuable. I just want to feel like I'm valuable. I don't care if 100 of us do the same thing. I don't care if 1,000 of us do the same thing. You think of fuck there's a million podcasters? You think of fuck there's a million actors, a million rappers? You think of yo, if those are things that I aspire to be or aspire to do, there's people that are so good at that. Yo, the nigga could build you an engine on a 3D program and then go ahead and take it to his machine and actually build you the engine.
Oh yeah, I got sponsored by a counterweight deal. I told you that.
Oh yeah, by the counterweight deal, yeah.
And he 3D prints his own counterweights.
That's easy though. I could 3D print you counterweights, nigga.
It's like the way he like does it because he's ingrained in the yo-yo culture as well.
But he has to also get the molds though.
Yes.
There's something there. See, I wish you could ask him though, because I know the steps to do things. So it's like when you say he gets his, does he make the molds? Because if he makes the molds, that means he's an actual computer designer and knows how. Or does he take a picture of the molds with a 3D scanner? Because I could mold my phone right now with a 3D scanner, upload it to the computer, and then boom, I can make it a USB. I can make it a counterweight. Make it ever. How does he get his models? Is everything nowadays. How you get your models is the same way. It's like if you take a picture of if you take a picture with a person and they didn't prove that you used their likeness. It's the same thing. Like how you get your models. If you pay a company and you pay all that, you waste it. But if you can build it yourself. That's what you gotta ask the dude though. Ask him how he makes his counterweights. Because if he builds them himself, fuck with him. Because I guarantee he'll charge you a lot cheaper than what these companies will. These companies are gonna charge you 130, 150 to make that mold. And then a nigga like me is gonna charge you whatever to make your mold. You still need a file and a mold.
He's actually gonna make me like a big giant counterweight. In fact, like fucking like this, probably like this big.
Square?
No, like not square, but like a pig. Like because of my logo, he's gonna make like a big fat pig yo-yo that I could yo-yo to.
Well, counterweight.
Yeah, counterweight. Like he's like he's.
Is it gonna be your pig? Is it gonna be hurt one of them?
Yeah, like
Denise? Yeah, is it
I
gonna
have
look?
2 of them upstairs.
Oh.
2 little pig ones that I had for a while. And
Okay.
We were doing like trials and stuff like that. They wanted because I was working with another company, but he reached out to me personally on that day last Saturday to want to actually sponsor me and give me like a whole exclusive on release. They sell out fast. Like he does make like a dope profit for it because I think one of his counterweights alone costs like almost $15.
That's not bad.
Like it's just a counterweight. Again, you can buy them like separate.
Nah, you just like I hate to like seeing that. I like being a human being. At the same time, it's because things like that you get fucked up because now you just gave me that idea. The same way my man Corey hit me up and he was like, "Yo, son, could you 3D print me mini Z car bodies? You know those little race cars that people drive and they drift, you know?" He said, "Yo, one of you mini," and I told him straight up, I said, "Nick, because I need to find the actual car size and get the scanner and the model." But I would have to know how to turn profit because if it cost me 130 to get the model, right, 150 to get the model, from there on, all I got to do is worrying about selling it. You know what I'm saying? So niggas like you, let's say he charges 15 a pop. Now, let's say I get different models of like all the Avengers, all counterweight Avengers. I would have to sell them 15 a pop, but it's going to take me a little while to recoup. If I get a 3D scanner, you don't recoup because all you do is take a picture of the Hulk and you make it a 3D model and you're fucking gone. Did you see my Hulk model I made?
Did it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're gone. That's why I say like
How many hours that took?
that one was small. He only took 12 hours, I think. I think he only took 12. He was small. But the bigger one I tried to print, it wouldn't come out because I was trying to print it standing up. And when you print something that's a big model standing up, there's a lot of overhangs. So when that needle, so for instance, say you just finished making the body, right? And it's about to start making the arms. What do the arms have to stand on? It's printing in thin air. So you have to know where to put supports on your 3D models in order for when you print them straight up, it's for them to stand. So what I learned is instead of printing your figurines straight up, print your figurines on their back. So what I do now is I printed the Hulk on the back and then I got a grinding machine and I just smoothed out his back. Smoothed out his back. You feel me? Like those are all things you learn though. But with counterweights, I think they'd be different because they're small. Anything small is usually printable. Small miniatures, yeah, small miniatures are easy. It's when you get
20
bigger.
minutes.
It's when you get bigger that the weight of the plastic starts to fold on itself. You know what it is to put a print to go for 24 hours, and by the 15th it fucks up. Oh man, you're wasting money on the filament. You're wasting time by printing it. It's very discouraging. But you keep going. You know, like fuck you gonna do?
What the fuck you gonna do?
Um I just did a time lapse video. I'm not gonna put it out because I combined it with a stop your shit video where I did commentary over the time lapse video, right? And I'm doing commentary and I show the video. I show me assembling the press. I show me printing up a shirt, printing out the picture.
Nice.
I show the whole process. My nigga, I even show my fuck up. I bought a brand new shirt press. You know what I did?
But
My
you're
dumb
wearing it now, right?
what? Yeah. But I forgot to put parchment paper after this is done. When it first comes out, you got to put parchment paper and press it one more time just to let the ink settle and it don't feel rough. I didn't do, and you'll see it in my video. I didn't do that. I fucking put the shirt down without the paper, and the ink was still wet, and I pressed it. So my brand new printer had now my logo imprinted on the fucking metal part. Yo, I was so tight. And then I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, that's a metal plate. This is ink. I went to go get a razor blade. And I sat there and I heated the plate up to like 400. You see me in the video, my nigga, burning my hands.
But you got it out.
I got it out and I printed the shirt. And I did all that to show people like, yo, when it comes to being great, finding your greatness, finding your value, being a GOAT, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to getting to like the end of the tunnel, if you see that light and you want to see that light, you're gonna fuck up, man. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna, you don't get every trick right. How many times we've been outside for half an hour, 45 minutes, and you're like, yo, I got it. Like, you don't get every trick right. You're not gonna get everything right the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. It took me mad long just to be confident enough to make a video that I'm putting a shirt press together, printing a shirt out, and showing an end product. Like, it took me mad long to even get that confidence because, nigga, I've printed out 10, 15 shirts and they all came out fucked up. Look at me right now. This shirt is fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, though.
It looks pretty cool because it looks pretty cool, but it's fucked up. That's not the way I wanted it. The name is backwards. It's supposed to say COVID-19. Don't say COVID-19. There's streaks in it that's going this way. It shouldn't have been like that. Even if it came out good, it shouldn't have been like that. You're gonna fuck up on this road. There's no. But the satisfaction is when you complete the mission. When you complete the task. Not once, not twice. But now you have the ability to always complete the mission. You understand, my nigga? Like, tell me a trick that gave you a fucking crazy hard time to figure out, and then when you finally figured it out, now nobody could stop you from doing it at any time.
Oh, DNA.
DNA was one of those tricks that you couldn't get?
It's not that I was really getting it. It's just that I kept doing it a way that was more complicated, and there was a 10
facts.
times more easier way to do it. Because I kept having it on my finger, like first you have to nail the finger spin part. And what I would try to do is not only practice with like the finger cup inside, like the little dimple inside. I'll try practicing on flat surfaces because back then when people were trying to do finger spins, they didn't have like a cup. You had to. It had like it was just like
All the yo-yos were oval.
they were oval inside, so you will only be able to hold like a finger spin for like maybe 4 or 5 seconds. And then somebody came up with the concept of not only doing the finger spin. That's been around since like 2013, but somebody was able to like wait. I wonder if I go like this. Oh, this is cool. It called it DNA. So
So who named the DNA? Give us some history.
his name is like really complicated, but he's a guy out of Iceland. He's a yo-yo player on Caribou Lodge. He came up with the DNA concept. The finger spin came up from this guy named Kota Watanabe and a guy named Momo out of Japan.
Oh, so this was something that was coming together. It wasn't something that,
And that's something that just
and
happened.
that's something that somebody just did.
Yeah, the DNA only been popularized like probably the past like 2-3 years, but the concept of a finger spin, like yo-yo spinning on your finger, has been around for like over a decade.
Did you do homework on? Did you do homework on like these people and these tricks before you attempted them?
Well, I was
Or
already
did- like,
fans.
what
I
was
already
it?
knew these people for like so long. I watched them in yo-yo competitions. I watched them at like,
So
events.
so when they were doing these things were really original to the yo-yo scene.
Yes, it was like if you look at if you could probably actually look at the 1998 National Yo-Yo Competition.
could probably look it up.
It's like the tricks back then. Those were like the most amazing things. But like looking at those now, it's like the most basic yo-yo tricks ever because those
The
tricks
game evolves.
it evolved. It's like 25 years ago, the National Yo-Yo Competition. So if you actually look at it now, it's like, oh my God. Mind you, I think it's like he's the first place winner of 1998. And it's like, wow, it was like something different. Like the concept of even doing the counterweight with the die, that was just like something some guy made up randomly. And then it just took off. It was like, oh, it's like a whole new style. And then the tricks are more endless now than it was just doing tricks wrapped around your finger. Somebody was like, oh, we got the Diabolo. Let's try to do something with, just the strings and a yo-yo, not with 2 sticks. So everything just kept evolving over time, and it was just really, really dope. You looking it up right now?
I was trying to see who was the first person to do it.
Well, the first person his name was Pao Gudasaminen. It's like some dude out
All right,
of
what competition you wanted me to look up?
the 1998 National Yo-Yo Competition.
98 National Yo-Yo Competition. Comp.
Competition. Okay, I don't know if I can see it from there, but yeah, I think that's like right there.
What's that? David Gonzalez.
Yep,
That was him.
that was one of the guys. But look how tricks were. It's like 1998.
Hey, look at that guy. Yeah. Yo, it's crazy what technology has done. In the past 30 years, we went from fucking tube TVs to motherfucking 4K. Not even. Now they got 8K.
Yep, they got 8K now.
Now they got 8K, but TVs can't push out 8K, so I don't get it yet.
It's like, look.
You need a
25 years
$30,000
ago,
TV to push out
Look how
8K.
tricks like the yo-yo is still responsive, and he's doing tricks. There was no,
Oh, no, sleepers?
like you can still see. Look, he's looping, and still doing like some string tricks. But look at the concepts back there. Like it's so simple. Like
Yeah, that's not really a sleeper yo-yo. That's an active yo-yo.
it's a responsive yo-yo though. Like look, he can pull it up.
I
like,
say active
in
like
the
a
air.
dumbass.
Look, he's
Is he
doing-
listening to music?
Yeah, he's listening to music.
Okay, I didn't want to play the music. Fuck YouTube.
It's like, look how it was back then, 25 years ago. I think they do. these
I would
in
have put this on, but I forgot the wire in the bag. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all.
California. Oh, yeah.
If y'all well endowed, look up the 1998
Oh,
National.
I thought you were watching it.
No, they're not because I got my computer here, so I don't. Yeah.
It looks really dope.
Well, you know what it is too.
promise
You know what it is too. I don't want to because we're live. I don't want it to get fucking kicked down and shit because we play YouTube. Fuck these ninjas. If we were on Twitch, they won't bother us.
Oh.
Yeah, Twitch don't bother you. Play music and everything. They don't kick you out during the moment. What they'll do is after your shit's posted, they'll go ahead and mute the music part.
But it's like during those times, like, look, that was considered
Kind of feel like that responsive yo-yo is fucking a little bit easier to use if you're a fast motion type of person.
he's doing like this crazy walk the dog, like
Oh, fuck up. Fuck up.
But
He spun it off his finger.
Yep. Yeah, I could do that. But he's just doing mostly.
Wait, you can make it look like you never fuck up?
Sometimes I did. Look, he's doing like a brain twister mount, under mount through his leg. That was like now that's like considered. Whatever.
Anyone with an 8K TV getting jumped. Yo, this nigga measures stupid. Yo, son. Yo, if you collar porters got some 8K TVs, know what I mean? Let us know. Me and Measure coming through right now. Yo, this nigga got me dead.
Right. I mean, but that's how competitions were 25 years ago.
But this was the first DNA in that competition.
No, that wasn't the first DNA. That's just how like yo-yoing was.
Oh, you were just showing me the styles, right.
But the DNA's only been like a new concept for the past like 3 years.
Oh, really?
It's still kind of brand
It's
new.
brand new.
Yeah. Like, but the concept of finger spins been around since like 2013. They've been around for a while.
So do you think, in your opinion, and we've been here for an hour, so we can walk them out so we can get to work.
Yes.
But in your opinion, do you think that there is still something to be learned in yo-yoing? Do you think that there are still skills and things that people can figure out, learn with a yo-yo? Or do you think that no matter, I'm talking about from the best of the best, bro, in their craft, A1 through 5.
I'm gonna meet
No, I'm saying from A1 through 5, the people that do the best yo-yoing, right? From A1 through 5, right? Do you think that this is the ceiling? Or do you think that there is somebody or something else to still be figured out in yo-yoing?
There's always stuff to be figured out in here. Because even moments when I thought I figured everything out, there's somebody across the world that posted something that just revolutionized something with one A.
So it's still forever growing?
It's forever growing.
Has it grown more over the past years?
It's probably every couple months, it's like growing. There's always something new. There's always something different that happens. It's like it goes from one thing, and then some person innovates it, and then they innovate off that other previous innovation. Like you saw, look, 1998. So imagine 2023. That's the competition. How it looks so much different from back then.
You know, I be feeling like everything is forced to evolve. Like, take that yo-yo concept into music. Think about how hip-hop itself has evolved. Think about where it's come from, how we used to record music, to how we record music now. Think about all the sounds and melodies, the different voices. I think music was forced to evolve in order to be, and not to be forever entertaining, because we got timeless music that we listen to all day, 1970s, 1980s, Whitney Houston, Prince, Michael Jackson. We got the Al Greens. We got our music, Stevie Wonder. We got our music that we listen to all day. So I'm not saying that it had to evolve because it's not great. I'm saying it had to evolve because that's the way things go. In order for, whenever you're a creator, right, the next person that studies you and wants to be a creator, he don't want to be just like you. He wants to outdo you.
Yeah.
So
Study the greats, become greater.
And I see that in you, from what you just described. I see yo-yoing is the same as music. Yeah, I mean, it's forever evolving and leveling up because everybody that's involved in it wants to be better than the person that they looked up to, wants to match the person they looked up to, wants to have their own light, just like the person they looked up to had their own space and light. Like I noticed that from what you just described from yo-yoing.
That's it.
That's awesome, my nigga. Yo, walk us out, my nigga. We got work to do. It's 11:47.
Yep.
God damn. I thought I was gonna have a nap. Fuck.
Yeah, shit, this is the time we usually start on original podcast.
Yeah, I know. But we still got like at least 2 more hours of work to do. Not even. Not even. We could do it quick. I just need the memory cards.
So, again, thank you everybody for tuning into the live.
Good looking.
We're gonna try to make this more.
No, we will. This gonna be a weekly thing. That's it. Every Sunday, me and Richie Yo-Yos live. Tell your neighbor, tell your aunt, tell your mom, your cousin, your sister, the girl you got to the girl you cheating with. All right? Let them all know.
I'm looking at like the chat.
Nigga, we've been going crazy, nigga. That's what I said, yo. And going forward, I'm gonna get a phone. I'm gonna have a phone available for us connected to the mixer. So that this way you guys can make phone calls and talk. But if you say anything that fucks me up, I'm gonna come get you.
Yeah, no enemy. Matter of fact, let some enemies call. It might be fun.
Yeah, but I don't ever want to look. I don't ever want to. I don't like. I just had this conversation. Be like, I just had to, yo, for real. It's like I just had this. I'm not really the social media type of person where I'm gonna respond to you if you're talking shit. If you're talking shit to me, if you're DMing me, if you call me, I'm not gonna respond to you like that. Especially if you're getting like overly aggressive. If you have an opinion to be had, let's talk some shit. But if you're gonna come for my neck and you're gonna go ahead and come to me in an aggressive manner, an aggressive way, I'm sorry. I'm not going to answer those phone calls because it's not healthy for a person like me because I got this syndrome I suffer from. It's called on site. It's called on site. That's a syndrome I suffer from. So if you're going to go crazy and threaten my life and do it, and I say this because over the past 2 weeks, somebody kind of came out of character towards me and they hit me with some, my back is killing me. They hit me with some shit like Gil gonna get his too. So while we on the pod, I'm addressing you. And when I say prime example,
Person.
I won't mention no names because you a herb. But what I will say though, my nigga, I just quoted your text message. So I'm gonna clip this up so you see this is the best way I can communicate with people that got beef with me on site. That's my new nickname. Talk to him, yo-yos.
So thank you all.
My bad. I know I get intense. It's just people when you say things that give me a fucking like that remind me of things that I go through, I just can't help but mention it because these niggas are herbs. And the way they communicated with me and through text message, through one bitch, through another bitch, and then finally my phone gets the messages, that's some bitch shit. So I just want to let you know. Just like Yo-Yo said, we should invite the bullshit. I don't invite the bullshit. My name's on site. Since you gave me the bullshit, I'ma catch you on site. Shit, you know who you are, you bitch ass nigga. You know who you are. I'ma clip this shit up. Once it's on my gram, your friends are gonna tell you. We got the same friends, homie. I'ma catch you, my nigga. You shorter than me. If you try to lift me up off the ground, I'ma kick you in your nuts.
So again, also
I'm not talking about Quest when I say shorter than me. That's my nigga.
again, thank you all for letting us hit the 1K milestone. For
1,000. That's you, yo-yos. That's all your hard work, nigga. Salute to you, brother.
salute to you as well,
Salute
man.
to you, my nigga.
Look, salute to you as well, man. I can't get here without
All this
you
good
know,
shit.
Yeah,
All this
everything.
good shit we got. We got
You know,
good shit.
Everybody that's ever liked, reached out in a DM, left a comment, left anything. That's
Sent
like
a
personal-
vagina or a titty pic. We take those two over here. Nigga.
Like he takes those more.
He gets them.
It's only probably like past like 2 years I start actually getting those things. But yes, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. See y'all next Sunday.